are back, bro. Because this week actually feels like it is the first week. I'm finally building towards my next goals. So in today's video, we are going to talk about what's next and actually start training for it. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. This cappuccino hasn't been the best one I poured, but it was definitely a good one. And the cups are actually my favorite ones, and they're from a local producer in Amsterdam. I bought them there, called Milo Bros, and I always get asked on Instagram where I'm from. They're definitely pricey, but the colorways are just very unique. But this is not the topic of the video, but it still connects, as the past weeks I've been doing other stuff. I've been doing not just training and recovery, but really life. And life has been definitely a little slower after the double ultra triathlon. And I think it's common, but it's not talked about enough, because after the biggest race of your season, there is this mental hole of what's next. What do I want to do? If you don't have a complete year race calendar lined up like I did, I just had this big season goal. So for 6 weeks, I've been drifting. I had no structure, no urgency. I think urgency is something really important when it comes to prioritizing your training. And here's what I learned. You need a clear goal, a clear competition, in best case, even with the time as well, to get that urgency, that structure, because it can actually break down what you need to do to accomplish that. So that's what I did. After just doing some bike rides I like to do, even committing to a 24-hour race, but then not really committing and pulling out after 70k, I feel like it's time to set the next goal and then actually work towards it. I was questioning myself if I just want to ride bikes, but I figured that I want to stay in triathlon. I really like all of those 3 disciplines, but I have some weaknesses I want to work on, because my biggest unfinished business is going to be my next goal. And I see myself doing long distance triathlons, so regular Ironman distance. So I want to accomplish an Ironman under 9 hours next year. And this is definitely very scary to even speak about. I think if your goal doesn't scare you, it's just not big enough. And I definitely need to work on my run, as my legs are really so slow, man, from the ultra running. I won't have an issue riding the bike, because it's just so much fun to me, and you like to watch it as well, that I will be riding bikes and get better at it by nature. For the run, especially for quick legs, I really think you need to run quick in training as well. And that's what I haven't done in the past year. So to work on that, we have a few goals and side quests leading up to that. We will join the Berlin Marathon to pay to subscribe over there. And then I actually looked for the latest marathon possible this year, and it's going to be the Valencia Marathon. And to get next year to a sub 9 Ironman, I definitely think I should run a marathon below 3 hours. That's what we're training for now. And like I said, this week has been the first week that I felt like I have something to work on, and I look forward to it. Even I don't like some of the trainings, I'm uncomfortable doing it. So in today's video, I'll talk to you about my 3 key sessions I think every marathon prep should have, and just enjoy riding the bike, because that's what we do here. That is exactly the fun part I'm talking about. We are going to the nearest climb. Oh, it's so good today.
Shining like a work
So we arrived at our favorite climb. It's like 5 minutes. Wonder, like, didn't you say you want to have fun on a bike? For me it's fun to suffer and go all out. Now I'm actually going to show you my favorite descent where I live. Last hill of the day, then it's just flat. I think it doesn't even look headwind all the way back. We are done.
I was thinking that it might look cool if the wall color would match our little lamp.
Alright, arrived at the track. Today is really about giving you some value of if I would do one workout in your marathon prep, or if you want to, get faster, then it would be this workout. This is like I call it the hero workout, because every week this has to be done. And if I could just choose one workout to get quicker, it would be this. So what are we doing and why is it so effective? We are going to do 2 or 3K warm up, zone 1, easy pace, but still good stride already. Then we are going to do 4 times 2 kilometers at lactate threshold. That means we are exactly in zone 4. So for me, that would be around 160 to 165 beats per minute of heart rate. And right now it's really astonishing how bad my pace is. Because 1 year ago, this would have been below 4 minutes per K. And now I'm running like 420, maybe 415 minutes per kilometer in zone 4. But it is what it is, man. It's like we are working on it. That's why we are here today. With this workout, we are trying to adapt him back. In between of those 2 kilometer intervals, we are going to do 2 minutes of just easy zone 1 like effort, easy jogging. And then very important, after the last interval, we are not resting. We are going straight into a zone 3 run, zone 3 effort. So right below threshold. Typically that should be somewhere around 150, 160 beats per minute then. When we are done with that, we are going to do a 2 kilometers cool down. And why this workout works so well is it forces you to run at a high intensity, sustain a strong pace when your legs are already fatigued. And I mean, that's exactly how you will feel in a marathon. Your legs are starting to scream and you still need to keep going. So learning to hold the form and have mental and leg capacity to do that is very important. That's why we do it. So before I talk about the shoe of the day I use for that workout, my shoe closet is basically 2 running shoes. It is either a zone 1, zone 2 ultra running shoe like Saucony Hurricane, New Balance 1080, or I have like 5 carbon plated competition shoes like the New Balance Elite. But there is nothing I really had for threshold or switching between paces. So I'm going to try out for the first time today the first shoe from CEP. You know that I wear the compression socks and the clothing already. So I thought, all right, let's go with the shoe of the day. Is this green CEP Bowtech. It looks like a carbon plated shoe because of the plate in it, but actually it isn't. It's really just a very foamy Bowtech shoe, which means it has a lot of energy that gives you back. So there is a dual density N+ foam for bounce and stability, and then there is a mid cage right here to lock the foot for speed, and still has a cushioned heel, very foamy, to save the legs from the effort.
Player moves, got a lot to lose. Rent past due, bills past due. Living on the edge, poor man jewels, poor man rules. Gotta feed myself, gotta wake up, get it, repeat, and maybe a nigga can sleep. Bad for your health. You a broke boy, you a broke nigga. Better repeat yourself. I'm a real ass nigga. Trying to see a man about a dog. Oh yeah, about a paper nigga. If I were you, I would laugh at that statement, nigga. I would never say some dumb shit like that, bitch. Better sit down and think for a sec. Bipolar nigga. Sick little bitch, yakking up all the pills. I'm a real ass nickel. Big stepping, but I'm walking up on the hill. I'ma get it going with the pack at you a lone wolf, that's Tony, nigga. Nothing but a little ugly sucker with some confidence and some talent, nigga. Yeah, bad for your health. Yeah, bad for your health. Everything bad for your health. Living be bad for your health. Yeah. Suck a letter like a bird for your health. Everything bad for your health.
Alright, sun is going down, so after the intervals we put over something. As it's getting a bit chill, I did change a bit because I wanted to run with Aiko one interval and he was doing 1K intervals. But yeah, I shouldn't talk. The workout is meant to immediately run after the interval, so we are going to do 4K of zone 3 and then 2K out, and then it's going to be dark, I guess, but the others are away now. I'm just going to do my thing and then we have a little chat afterwards.
Chosen to see the gods, chosen to hear the cries, chosen to be alive, chosen to see the lies, chosen to be a god, chosen to see inside, chosen to be the fool, chosen to be the child.
Okay, starting to rain. That means we need to save the camera. I still need to do my cool down. I save my camera stuff in here. I do my cool down in the rain.
Chosen to seek my lies. Seeing scars, bleed in my wound, I feel it all. Passive the mind, eternal fog. Looking for you, but can't see it all. Waking that morning, I see the dawn. Busy and in my golden brown. Weak in my mind, I become a bond. My ethereal painting, demonic spine. Free from me, back in me, call upon. This is something I want, but cannot respond.
What does it mean to have a double rainbow? Do I have extra luck now? Good legs, no injuries? Seems like we are done, blessed with a wonderful rainbow. I didn't tell you that in the morning. I had a 7.5K run already. My car got towed this morning, so I woke up and it wasn't there anymore. So I needed to go to the station where they towed it to, and it wasn't a planned run because obviously no one plans with having his car towed. But yeah, it was how my day started. So I did cut this session a bit shorter than I would actually advise you to do, but with the 7K in the morning, yeah, like 24K, you can do the cool down, the warm up a bit longer, so you have more like a long run. Just short feedback to the shoe. First 400 meters actually felt weird, and then actually I got used to it. It was decent, like I really liked it. So I think this will be a shoe for quicker training runs, like these track sessions when I don't want to go carbon plated, because I really think if you run too much in carbon plated shoes, it won't help with keeping your possibilities low to not get injured. Now we go home.
Give me my doses. Should it be hopeless? But it's go.
Good morning. It is the next day after the track session. Today is rest day because actually I did enough mileage the past 2 days. Coffee stop. We got a plum cake, cheesecake, and 2 espresso macchiatos.
Pick yourself up off the kitchen floor. Mountain pass, stop for gas, hope it lasts. Feel your loving highway grass. Coffee colder in my cup holder. I'm getting older. Taste one peach and you'll be back. Gasoline daydream.
Yeah, we back at it. Yeah. Suited up and ready for action once again. I'm finna win, I'm finna shine. Yeah, I got trophies all on my mind. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Yeah, we in the game. We back again. We gon' run it up. Yeah, we gon' win. Yeah, we really bad. We don't pretend. We coming for the top.
We are back on the track exactly 2 days later. Today is actually going to be the second hardest or the second most important session when it comes to getting faster. For my feeling, it's even harder. I call it the sharpener, and it is a VO2 max session. That means that you really go into your highest heart rate zones. And what we do today is basically 2K or 2.5K in, or you could do 2 to 3K in. And then we do 5 times 1000 meter in zone 5A. So this is not the limit, it's like 90 to 95% of your max heart rate. For me it will be around 170. And then we do 2 minutes of resting, jogging in between, and then finishing the workout with 4 times 400 at zone 5B. So this is really like 175 heartbeats per minute, and basically like not all out, but almost all out on your 400 meters. And 400 meters can be long. This is a really tough one, but it just I really think now, after running a lot of slow races and long races, that if you want to get quicker, you need to run quicker. And so we step workout, which is also very good for getting a new PR at 10K or half marathon. Then we end up with 2 to 3 kilometers of outrunning, and then I guess the 1 kilometer intervals will be around 330, 340, but let's see, we talk afterwards. I look at the heart rate. The shoe we are running, you saw that today there was a package from New Balance, and I really looked forward to this shoe, and you know, it's the second shoe I'm talking about, but yeah, maybe it helps to decide for yourself what you want to use for tempo sessions, as this is a New Balance Rebel. One thing is clear, I mean, it looks astonishing good, so this is really how a running shoe has to look in my eyes. I like the shaping of the sole, the colorway is crazy, really good. I really like it. It's my favorite shoe on the market from the look. What it does, it's also not too expensive, it's below 200, but still a very quick shoe. It is not carbon plated, so it is really a training tempo shoe, which is designed to help you at switching paces. So perfect for a workout like today, where we have different paces, we jog in between. I'm on my own today, but the track is full. There's a track team training, like the local running crew. So I'll maybe just hop into one of those trains and try to stay in it.
Let it ride, let it ride. I said, now this the type to beat to make you feel so alive, the kind to make you drop the top and hit the coast for a drive. Have you just taken the moment, put that ego aside, until the day that I die? I'm steady reppin' 9-5 till infinity. The illest flow came back with the remedy. I ride around these streets looking for peace and serenity. Well, clean the routine, slow it down with some greenery. Said things been looking different since dropping a change of scenery. Like I'm 20 some floors up, dreaming about my life inside the back of a tour bus. We out there hitting city after city, keep the keys in ignition. Venues of people rocking with me from the words that I've written. Fuck your permission, how else could I achieve this position? Somehow they've always got opinions, but I never do listen. So fuck what you heard, and you can call me what you want, but I'm a man of my word, don't you forget it now. Keep it rolling. Yeah, fresh on the scene with $1 and a dream, shaking hands with people only faking.
I'm done. Honestly, I'm not used to these efforts anymore. But you know what? Life is meant to live it hard, bro. It's not meant to live it comfortable. And I felt like those ultras and just going on an easy run, I said to myself that this is hard, and it is mentally, and also physically, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it is my comfort zone now, that just going on easy runs and try to make them longer and longer. And I still want to do it, but I feel like there is something left in me that says, if you want to go quick in your life, then now is the time. It's not going to be easier when I'm 40, having more than just one child. I want to have that 2-hour XX marathon. It's something I want to achieve in my life. So it's now the time to do it. And to achieve it, there's actually one last session, I would recommend you to do it. And then we have the 3 key sessions for my marathon prep. And the last one is actually zone 2 long run. So zone 2 meaning 140 to 145 beats per minute. Long run means 20-25k. We do that in 2 days. Tomorrow is just an easy 10k. Okay. Shoe of the day for a long run, and this is the shoe I've been running all year, the New Balance 1080 in a new colorway, and my old ones were just off, bro. It was like, I think I did way too much mileage on it. I think I did 1,500 kilometers minimum on it, so I'm very happy that I got new 1080s. Actually, let's do after a long run, we're going to do a shoe rotation, what do you need? We're looking at 25k at zone 2, so could be like 5 minutes per k, 5:10, 5:15, 5:20, something in between. From, I think it's Asos. I can't honestly take you with me too much because I did lose my Action 5 Pro Action Cam, and that's what I take on run usually. But I forgot it, or I lost it on the track session you saw, and with that I also lost the footage of it. But yeah, I also lost the Action Cam, so I'll just film a bit on the iPhone. Legs are a bit heavy because I was on a 100k ride yesterday, and I feel my legs a bit. My training load is with the intensity sessions and the 2 100k rides really a bit high this week. At least Coro says so. But yeah, I'm grouping myself into the long run now. 15k in. We are running a pace of 5:15 now on average. A lot of yappa and just enjoying Sunday morning at 20 degrees. Beautiful scenery. That's a long run. That really is just flying by. I can only recommend doing the long runs not alone, but it's just so much quicker done doing it in company. 24k. Manu even has 28. Wow. So now we are stopping by to get a fresh lemonade, a Coke or something, because it was really hot and we didn't have any drinks. So let's see what we pick from the fridge. We are back from the long run. I kind of have a stiff neck now, I don't know, but it was a good one. Tougher than I expected, at least for me. The boys were cruising. Now I'm going to refill, doing an avocado toast. And then we're just going to enjoy the lovely sunny Sunday, playing games and playing with the boy, having this kind of stuff, drinking coffee and just enjoying the life. As you have seen, the run was 24k with some things I didn't stop, so like 25, 5:14, 5 something pace. And it should have felt easier, but my legs were just quite done from the week. I have like 1,800 of training load. I think this is just because it's new for the nervous system for me to do those harder efforts. I feel like I'm getting used to it, but today, also yesterday, the ride I didn't show you, I was riding with some friends, and yeah, like it is in a group, sometimes you sprint, and I feel like my legs were just a bit tired from that. So that's why it was good to run in a group with Manu and Aiko. I just love these guys. It's so fun to run with them. They are all going to join Valencia Marathon, so we are going to do some little prep runs together. They definitely have a better running form, so I need to catch up. And then today for me was more of an effort than for them, but still we are able to train at some efforts in a group or at intervals. I can just recommend you trying to find some guys in your near, if it's new guys, or motivate your friends to have similar goals, because it just makes it easier on some days. I don't always need it, and I like to train alone at a lot of nights and stuff, but some days like today, I'm sure I would have went slower. So in the end, I did a better training today, just because of the companionship. So let's do the toast.
Light is falling without focus, calling you to start seeing through it all, breaking open all the questions, tearing you apart, but you're still in the dark. Finding your patience, bury the shame, tear up the...
All right, let's talk shoes for a second. Shoe rotation and what I think you need prepping for a marathon. Of course, there are various approaches. Come from the optimal way and then go down to if you just pick one shoe, okay? So, I forgot one more. There are two shoes you could need for training, which is one, a shoe that is actually very stable, helping you to do long runs. This is a New Balance we had on the long run, and due to its stability, it just helps you to don't put too much stress on your Achilles, on your calves, especially at 20k plus. So I think for long runs and easy runs, this is exactly what you can need. Just help your legs a little bit more to not get too exhausted, and it's also not putting too much pressure on your knee, as it's not very aggressive. So I've been running these shoes from Saucony, from New Balance, and by the way, this is not really no sponsored opinion, it's just the shoes I'm running right now. I run this week, I did try out this week. I have like 35-40 shoes in my room down there. Nothing I say now is any sponsored opinion or something. You can easily replace the 1080 with a Brooks Glycerin Max, very nice shoe, or a Saucony Hurricane, just a new one came out. But I like New Balance, I like them, so that's what I wear. And then the second shoe you need for training is especially for those switching tempo, switching paces runs, like we did this week on the track. In my opinion, shouldn't be a carbon race shoe, a carbon plated shoe. Because if you run in carbon plated shoes too often, it can easily lead to stress on your joints, on your bones, especially in the foot, and may lead to injury. So that's why I think having one of those is actually very much needed if you train paces and do intervals. I did like these. I have to say that both have the same goal. They should help you run in a bit faster than in these ones. They're a bit more aggressive. The heel is a bit higher than the toe. It definitely puts you already into that leaning forward. So the CP Bowtech is the first shoe they did, and I think it felt definitely responsive and quick, but not too comfortable. It is definitely a shoe where you feel after those, I did 17K on it, and afterwards I felt my foot. I felt like, okay, I had a quick shoe on today, not a comfortable shoe, but I'm sure I may be a bit quicker than on the New Balance Rebel, but the New Balance Rebel I did wear for the first time, and I was very, very surprised by it because it felt almost like running the comfortable shoe. So it was a very, very comfortable but still speedy shoe. So I wouldn't run this on race day. For race day, I still would recommend getting one of the carbon plated shoes. Like this just recently came out. This is a New Balance Elite version 5 with an Energy Arc carbon plate in it, and this will definitely help you get the maximum out of your legs and your speed for the race day. I can see myself wearing this on a marathon, for example, when I really, or a 10K, where I really want to push myself to the time, because in training I don't need to make it most time efficient, as if I'm running on those and I'm a bit slower than with this one, I'm still training with the same effort. It's just not the same pace on the watch, but they will definitely get some seconds per K out of you, and that's why I think it's important to have one of those. I don't want you to have every shoe on the market, blah blah blah, but I think you should have one for slower long runs, one for speed sessions in training, and then one race shoe. This is the optimal setup, like 3 shoes, that's all you need. If you can't afford, or you don't want to spend that money, I would definitely recommend just get one of those for training, because you can do speed sessions and training with that as well. It will just not feel as responsive as with one of those, but just use this. And or if you actually don't care about race day and get all out of it, then just race this at race day as well. So I hope you understand a bit more how I choose my shoes for whatever training we have. If you have any questions about gear or what I should talk about next, let me know in the comments.